Hello friends and welcome back, or if you're new here, hello, my name is Carla and I am a makeup enthusiast, loves to create looks and have fun with the makeup that I already have. And here, it's a pile of eyeshadow palettes that I have not touched, or maybe I have touched once, so let's talk about this, shall we? Alright guys, like I said already, this over here is a pile of eyeshadow palettes that I have not used, and I counted them. There's 37 of them. 37 eyeshadow palettes that I have not touched, or that maybe I have touched only one time. I obviously don't want that to be the case. I don't want to have a bunch of eyeshadow palettes that I have not used in my collection. I want to make sure that I give all of them a chance to see if I like them or not, and if I don't, get them out of the way and give them to somebody that will probably get better use of them than I will. So, what is the purpose of this video then? This video, first of all, is obviously to talk about this eyeshadow palettes. I'm going to be showing you each one of them, and I will explain maybe the reason why I haven't used it. I don't know. Also, to come up with a plan. I think I said in my last video, which was a while ago, yeah, don't you love it how I said that I was gonna come back and, it was summer and I was gonna be like, oh yes, one video after another. And don't get me wrong, I did it for like 4 videos maybe. That included reels, so it was like one video and a few reels. But then I just got really busy. I know, things just happened, okay? If you don't know me, I am a teacher, and I went and presented at a conference in Florida not long ago, like 2-3 weeks ago maybe. And then whenever I came back after that, the next week I had meetings and trainings, and then the week after that, which was last week, I had more meetings and trainings. And then this week it's the week that I'm going back to work. Actually, today I am not that, I just put on makeup so I could record this video, but I am wearing shorts and just a t-shirt because I was all day in my classroom trying to get things ready before my first official day, which is on Thursday. Anyway, I feel like I've talked enough, but I really want to, come back. I want to make sure that I use these palettes again. I don't want to have them just in my collection sitting there collecting dust. So I heard that there is a thing called Shame Palette Sunday or Palette of Shame Sunday, something like that. So I am thinking that I could do it like a series on Instagram with reels, and using one of these palettes every Sunday, and just creating it a reel, because let's be honest, nobody is interested anymore in watching a full eyeshadow tutorial. So yeah, I think a reel is the way to go. At the same time though, I'm thinking like I want to make sure that I use this palettes more than once. So I don't know what to do about that. I'm like, should I do like multiple looks, one palette? I don't know. If you have any ideas, please let me know. But let's stop talking and let's start with the pile. Let me grab the first one, or the first ones. Let me just grab this little pile over here. Ugh. By the way, I don't know if I said, I think I did already, but I have 37 unused, or maybe used only once, palettes, and 45 used. In total, I have 82 eyeshadow palettes, and, well, but that includes quads and maybe one of those minis that I only have 2. So, but, I still count them as palettes because they are not singles. So, 82 eyeshadow palettes in total. From those 82, 45 used and 37 unused. So, let's go ahead and get started. This one that I have over here is called the Venus Palette Limited Edition from Dito Cosmetics. I got this one in a BoxyCharm, I believe. I honestly am not thrilled about this palette. The only reason why I have not decluttered it is because I really, really am in love, and I like I just like everything, universe, space, planets, galaxies, and all of that. And that's the reason why I am keeping this one. But the colors really don't appeal to me. It's like a very neutral palette with maybe, 2 pops of color over here, and that's it. I don't know if I should use it or just pass it along. Like, I kind of want to keep it just for collector's purposes, but again, maybe I should give it a try. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, to be honest, like, it doesn't appeal to me in the sense that I want to use it. I just want to keep it because it's cute, because it's planets, you know what I mean? But that's about it, guys. So that's why I haven't used it. I just don't feel drawn to it. Of course, my AC is about to turn on. I am sorry about that. I'll do my best to lower the background noise. The second palette that I have over here is the Creeps and Crawls, or the Scooby-Doo Creeps and Crawls from Glamlight Cosmetics. This palette over here, guys, okay, is it this one or is it the other one? Let's see. Give me 1 second. Ooh, no, yes. This one is such a pretty eyeshadow palette. I love it. But I do remember why I did not use this one. This one came out around Halloween last year, and I really wanted to get this eyeshadow palette before Halloween so I could do a look for it, but it came like, I don't know, the 10th or something like that of November. So the hype of this palette was gone, and I just decided not to use it, not to do an eyeshadow palette look anymore or a tutorial, and that's the reason why it just sat on my collection. Then it was November, I didn't get to try it. That was the month that I got married, so, you know, all crazy stuff happened, and I just didn't get to use it. That's kind of what happened. But I definitely want to give this one a try. It's the color story. It's so pretty, and those shimmers look absolutely beautiful. I definitely want to do a series this Halloween or this October about Halloween looks. So yeah, I think I am going to be featuring this one, and of course all the other Halloween eyeshadow palettes that I have in my collection. That way I can, you know, use them and hopefully give you inspiration into pulling those out instead of buying new ones, because let's be honest, new ones are going to be coming out and we're all going to be wanting to buy them. But guys, I'm pretty sure that we have enough Halloween collections in our Halloween palettes in our collection. Anyway, let's talk about the second one, which is also from Glamlight and also from the Scooby-Doo collection, but this one is the Rara Raggy. I apologize if I'm saying that wrong. And the reason why I wanted to buy this one is not so much because I thought, I mean, I do think that the color story is absolutely beautiful, but this color story reminds me of another eyeshadow palette that I already have in my collection, and I kind of wanted to compare both of them and see if I could create the same look on each side of my eyes, or on each one of my eyes. And this is how this palette looks like. The other eyeshadow palette that I'm talking about, I also have it here in this pile, but this one is very pretty. Like, I really like this color story. I don't know if I can, there it is. It is very pretty, and those shimmers look absolutely stunning. They look like they are just very punchy, very glittery, you know. I really am excited. I've been wanting to try a very glittery type of shimmer, those that only indie brands know how to do, but I feel like I haven't tried enough, or I haven't, you know, I just haven't given them a chance to the indie eye brands as much as I should. But looking at this shimmers, I am just very excited. And again, same reason, I wanted to compare it. Arrived late, there was already many comparisons, and just no point in doing an eyeshadow look with this one whenever, you know, Halloween was already gone. So this one, it's the Mercury Retrograde from Huda Beauty. It's already discontinued, guys, and I grabbed this palette whenever it was on sale for half price, or for half off, and it had, Sephora didn't have it anymore, so I had to purchase it straight from her website, and I knew that she was going to discontinue it, and I did not want to pass on this eyeshadow palette because everybody raved about this, and the packaging is so cute. It's like that thick plastic, and I am glad that I purchased it. It's an absolutely beautiful palette. Just look at this colors. It's like, this screams spring to me. It is very pretty, but definitely have not given it a chance. I was going to use it for Valentine's Day, for the 14 days of Valentine's Day looks, and I just, you know, didn't use it. Didn't happen. Kind of got a little bit discouraged whenever I was putting all that effort into those videos, but they were not getting the views that I was expecting. They got really low views. So I was like, you know what? Let's not do this. That's whenever I realized nobody wants to watch videos about eyeshadow tutorials anymore. So the way to go is with reels. Anyway, this eyeshadow palette, I purchased it last year. Just haven't had a chance to use it, but I definitely think that the color story is absolutely beautiful, and I want to give it a try. Okay, I'll be honest with you guys. This one, I don't know if I've used it or not. I don't remember. So in my head, I guess I haven't. This, I'm talking about the Natasha Denona Mini Sendo palette. This one over here, it's so pretty. I really like this color story. It's very pinkish with a little bit of purple over here and a beautiful silver. But if I am completely honest, I cannot remember if I've used it in here. I mean, it looks like I swatched it. That's all it looks like I put my finger and swatched it. I don't see anything that resembles a makeup brush, so I guess we can say that I haven't used this one. Reasons? No reasons. I just haven't. Okay, that's about it. But it's very pretty, and I definitely want to use it because it's too pretty. Another one that I have not used, and I think I know why I haven't used this one. I am talking about the ColourPop Lush Life palette. This one over here, I remember purchasing it because Kaylee Strack and everybody, just every single influencer or YouTuber that I watched was raving. They were all raving about this eyeshadow palette for summer and the quality of it. So I was like, okay, I really don't want to miss out on that. Everybody's like, so I think maybe I should get my hands on it. And I did, and guess what? I haven't used it. This is one of their still smaller pans, and like, I'll be honest, I'm not drawn to these colors at all. I am not a fan of blue. These greens are like, this green in particular is like not my green. This one is pretty though. And bronzy tones, like I have bronzy and rusty tones in other eyeshadow palettes that I like Natasha Denona. So yeah, again, I purchased it because of fear of missing out. Okay, I got FOMO, but I think I should have known whenever I was like not drawn into this color story. Yet I still want to give it a try. I still want to see what the whole hype was about. But that was like 2 years ago, guys, and I still have it here, untouched. Let's talk about this one. It's another ColourPop, and this one is the Cabana Club. And this one, I don't know, at first it was an Ulta exclusive, but then they put it on their website also. And the reason why I purchased this one, I only purchased it because I wanted these two colors, the blue and the orange. The rest of the colors I didn't care for. But these two, I really wanted them because there was this eyeshadow look that I wanted to recreate, and I felt like this one had the perfect colors for it. Now, later on, they came up with an eyeshadow palette that was orange and blue, and I wish but that was like a year later. Anyway, I wish I had waited, but I didn't, and of course I did not buy that one because I was like, I already have this too, and I did not even use it. So that's the reason why I haven't used it. Just I wanted it for this too, and still have not played with it. I do remember thinking to myself, should I get it? No. And then at the end I caved in and I went back to Ulta and got it. But maybe I shouldn't have done that. I'm pretty sure I would have not missed it if I didn't have it. Alright, next eyeshadow palette that I have not touched either. I'll tell you why though. It's the e.l.f. by Chipotle. This is the most random collection, but that's exactly why I purchased it, okay? I wanted it for collector's purposes. And the reason I would have used it if this, like the plastic, was something that I could put back. Like once you take this off, the names are gone, and I don't want that. Like that's the cute part of this, that you get all the names. Like this is lettuce, wok, corn salsa, mild salsa, hot salsa, green salsa, pinto bean, sofritas, black beans, fajita, brown rice, white rice. Like it's so cute, guys. It is really cute. And I know people said the quality of this was really nice. I really have no idea. I just have not been wanting to touch it because, like I said, it's just once you remove the the plastic. It's like the names are gone. But what I'm thinking is that maybe I can cut it and just put this little part back on top whenever I'm done using it, because it's so cute. It really is cute. And I really like the greens and this too over here. The neutrals I don't care for, but I would still like to try it, to be honest, and just need to figure out what to do with that plastic so I can put it back, because I don't want to lose the names. Alright, next eyeshadow palette that I have not used is the Subculture from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This one I purchased it, I think in December or January at TJ Maxx. And I know this is a very controversial palette. People didn't like... This one came after Modern Renaissance, which was a huge hit. But I think that the quality of this one was not the best. But I'll be... Woo! Everything falling over here. It's fine, I'll pick it up later. But... I don't know, I just really like the color story. It reminds me of fall. It's like, I don't know, it's so pretty. And I really like this like mustardy yellow, this kind of like burgundy color over here, this purple, like these three colors, I think that together they're gonna look just so beautiful. I thought it was really pretty, but I have not given it a chance, obviously. Because again, I thought in my head this is like a fall palette. And it was December, almost January, so I just didn't feel drawn to using it. But maybe now that fall it's around the corner, guys, maybe during that time I can use this palette for a Sunday look for that real series that I told you about. Alright, I already moved the palettes that I have used and not used and all that. That way I have them accessible. So let's talk about the next one over here. This one is from ColourPop, and it's from the Hello Kitty collection. This one is the Teeny Keeny. And guys, I think that the same reason, you know, the reason why I have not used this one is, first of all, it's like a monochromatic eyeshadow palette. Very cute, very pretty. But to me, this is like a collector's thing. You know, I really don't want to use it because it has those beautiful... Well, you can barely see them over here. I feel like maybe it's a little too bright. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe that'll help. But it has just those beautiful... prints on the eyeshadows. This one is an orange, and that's the only one that it has. But I don't know, like Hello Kitty reminds me of my childhood, and as soon as I saw a collection I purchased the whole thing. But it was more for like collector's purposes than anything. But I think that I could still do an effort into maybe using the other eyeshadows or the other shades that don't have a print on it. That way I can keep the little orange right there. Same thing with the blushes and everything, guys. I have not touched them because I don't want the little Hello Kitty to go away. I know, it's ridiculous. I'm ridiculous. I know. And next palette that I have over here, it's also from the same collection. This one is a Cherry Sweet, and it's like the pink one. Same thing. This one has very cute little cherries over there. I don't know if you can see them, but you see those cherries? It's just so cute, guys. I don't want to erase those. It's just, I can't, okay? But again, maybe I could do an effort into using the shimmers. Those, I wouldn't be mad about using them because they don't have any cute little prints on them. And last one of this collection, it's the Coco Cutie. Same thing, have not used it. Same reason, I just don't want to erase the little coconut that it has over there. You see that? So cute. Plus blue, it's not my color. Although I'll say the two on top are like blues that I would wear. The two at the bottom, not so much. Alright, let's talk about the next eyeshadow palette. This one came out last year, and it's a collab from Shroud Cosmetics and with Baddie Bean. And this is the Halloween palette. Such a beautiful eyeshadow palette, guys, but same thing, it arrived so late that it just made no sense anymore to make a look with it. But this is how this palette looks like. It's very Halloween-y. I love this yellow over here. I love the black flame. Just these three colors over here. I don't know, the whole palette is absolutely beautiful. I definitely cannot wait to use it. I saw Baddie Beans doing so many looks with it, so beautiful. I cannot wait to make some, you know, some eyeshadow looks for Halloween with this palette. But yeah, that's why I haven't used it because, again, I know that it doesn't have to be Halloween or October or anything for you to use any of this, but that's kind of how my mind works. I am like, I just create blocks and areas and things for everything. I don't know if that's like a teacher thing or what, but that's just how I am. Alright, here we go with another palette that I haven't used, and this one is from Revolution, Friends by Revolution. This is the Rachel palette. Honestly, guys, I just purchased this ones because they were cute, and I wanted them because I really like Friends, and I just wanted to have the, you know, the palettes and the fun names that come with it. But, I mean, this is a very neutral palette. It wouldn't hurt to use it. Plus, the cute part of this, it's not like this has a print or anything on the shades. It's the actual packaging with the pictures. Like this one has the orange couch. The orange couch from the coffee shop or from Central Perk where Rachel worked at. I could use it and just keep the pretty packaging like this. Same thing for the next one. This one is the Phoebe. And same thing. You know, just haven't used it because my mind is like, oh no, this is a collector's item. You don't use this. I mean, I should use it. I could use it. Just because we're keeping this for the package more than anything. Not so much the shades. I mean, the shades are, this two are very like neutral. And, well, I'll talk about this in a minute. And then the next one that I have, it's Monica. Again, same thing. Very pretty. But very neutral. And also neutrals are just like not my thing, you know? Really not. I know that right now I'm wearing neutrals and I actually like how this looks. I feel like it always looks better on camera than it looks in person. But I mean, it's pretty. I like it. Anyway, let's talk about this next eyeshadow palette. This one is from Oden's Eye and Lauren May Beauty. This is a Sea Talk palette. I talked about this palette on my 15 palettes for summer, and the reason why I have not used it, I got this one this year whenever it came out, and I just haven't had a chance to use it. I really haven't been wearing a whole lot of makeup lately. It's been a struggle, but this palette is really pretty and it really is calling my name. I know that I'm not a fan of neutrals and this side is like pretty much neutral, but I like this shades over here and how this shimmers look like. They look like chunky, like they're going to have some very great sparkle on it. And I've seen looks with this palette that are just the cutest. So definitely need to get my hands into using this one, you know. And also I think that this one has very good colors, not only for summer but also for winter with those blues. I think this is a good year-round palette. So yeah, definitely need to get my hands on it. This one I also talked about in my 15 eyeshadow palettes for summer. This one is the BH Cosmetics Trendy in Tokyo, and how I basically just purchased it because I knew that BH Cosmetics had filed for bankruptcy, and I was, you know, everybody raved about BH Cosmetics quality. I have never tried BH Cosmetics, even though I have this palette. Haven't tried it, but I definitely should get my hands around this one because it's just so pretty. I love colorful eyeshadow, and this is nothing but a rainbow palette. So I don't know, I just need to use it, guys. That's it. Let's talk about the next eyeshadow palette that I have over here. This one is the Cherry Crush from ColourPop. I remember at some point I was really into ColourPop, and I was almost, I'm not gonna say purchasing almost every single collection because that's not true, but I was purchasing a lot of their collections. And this was no exception. I purchased this with the serum blush and the eyeliner and the lip stain. I like the lip stain, by the way. But this is how this palette looks like. I think it's very pretty. I really like that you get the different kinds or colors of cherry. Well, I don't think I've seen a cherry this color, but definitely seen these two, like black cherry and just normal cherry. This reminds me more of like a raspberry, but it is very pretty. I should definitely give it a chance, but at the same time, it's like, it's one of those monochromatic ones that you know that a lot of the shades are just going to look the same, and maybe that's why I'm not so much drawn into it, even though I think it's pretty. But I need to give it a chance. I need to create another. I created one of the, you know how I said that I was going to do the whole fruits series. I definitely want to use this one for a cherry look. Haven't done more than one. Alright guys, let's talk about, oh no wait, I thought this was the last palette that I haven't used, but that's not true. I just saw 4 more. Let's talk about this one. This one is from Violet Boss Lima Macaroon. I don't know how to say that palette. And this is pretty much an old shimmer palette. It is very pretty, but I feel like I don't know what to do with an all shimmer eyeshadow palette. I know that some people like to create an all shimmer look, and maybe I should, oh, finally. And maybe I should try. I should definitely try to see if I can come up with something that it's just shimmers, but I just find it hard. I don't know. But I'll say this though, this green one over here, I thought that it was going to be the one that I wasn't going to like at all. It's my most favorite one. Whenever I swatched this palette, I was surprised by that green. It's so pretty, has so much reflections. It was, And again, it's just, most eyeshadow palettes come with shimmers already. So for me to see this and not have any mattes and just having the thought in my head about just, oh, let me grab this one to apply shimmer with other mattes. It's not in my nature, okay? So I think that's the reason why I just haven't gone around to play with this palette. Anyway, let's talk about the next palette. I also spoke about this palette on my 15 palettes for summer, and this one is the Play It Jewel from ColourPop. I remember purchasing this one, I think. Don't remember. It is very pretty, and I've swatched it, but I haven't touched it, and I think I should. It is a very beautiful, I also put my nail in this shade by accident. It is a very beautiful palette. I like that it has a bunch of colorful jewel tones down here, but it also has some neutrals over here. I think that I could definitely try to use some of these neutrals for just like an everyday look, but I have no excuse as to why I have not used this one. I think that I decided to play with It's a Mood more than this, and that's why I just didn't get around with this, because this one and It's a Mood have very similar colors. But let's move on to the next eyeshadow palette that I have over here. I also spoke about this one on that 15 palettes for summer video. This one is It's All Good from ColourPop, and I don't know why I haven't used this one. Okay, I just don't know. No, I don't know. I just haven't. But I look at it and it makes me want to play with it. Like, it's just so pretty, those vibrant colors. And like I said in that video, I feel like this is very Barbie core. So maybe I should take advantage of that trend right now and do something with this palette, because it is absolutely pretty. I love the purples, I love the pinks, and I love those gold tones. It's just So yes, I should definitely take advantage of that, like I said, Barbie core trend, and do something with this, and also inspire you if you have this palette to use it. Alright guys, now I am down to my last 2 eyeshadow palettes that I have not touched at all, but this too, there's a reason why. There's a good reason why, and it is because they just arrived in the mail on Saturday. Today is Monday, so they're new to my collection, okay? That's why. Let's start with the first one. This is from Glamlight, and it is the Barbie palette. Barbie Dream Summer palette. Again, the whole Barbie thing, okay? I am into the whole Barbie core situation right now. I'll admit that. This is how this palette looks like. It is very pretty, I'll say this. I'm not a fan of those blues, but those purples, those pinks, this over here, yes, please. I am in those shimmers. Like I said, I have not tried. I have 4 eyeshadow palettes from Glamlight, and I have not touched a single one of them. So I definitely want to use them. I want to get to play with them and see what those shimmers are about, because they look absolutely beautiful. Like, I have not even swatched them. So yes, I want to get my hands on this ASAP and just play with those bright, punchy shimmers. I'll be playing with this very soon. Probably this will be like the first reel that I do about those palettes that I haven't touched. And last but not least, another one from Glamlight that came with this eyeshadow palette, and I got this one because it was on sale. It was on sale for $22, and I think that the original price is like 40 something maybe, or 50 something. I cannot remember. And it came in this beautiful package. Look at this. It's so cute. This one is the what is it called? I don't know. This one, guys. It's so cute. Look at that. That moves. Let me get it out of here. Look. They move. They're so beautiful. I got this for $22. $22. It is insane. And I think it comes with 30 shades. I don't know. But look at these shades. They are absolutely pretty. You get you get those pastels down there. It's just so beautiful, guys. I love, if you know me, you know I'm a sucker for color, and I'm a sucker for pastel tones. So this palette is absolutely beautiful. I like it. Yes. And I cannot wait to try this one either. It's just absolutely cute. I am so happy that I got it. I'm not gonna lie. And I am 100% keeping this. Like, it's so cute, okay? It is so freaking cute. I'm not getting rid of this at all. Ice Cream Dream is the name of this eyeshadow palette. $22. So I'm pretty sure that they're trying to get rid of this palette already. So if you have been wanting to get your hands on this, I'd recommend doing that now, because I don't think this is going to come back once it's gone. I still have a few eyeshadow palettes over here and here that I have touched only once, but I see that this video is already a little bit long, so I am going to try to do this fast. Alright, let's talk about this one. I have used it only one time, and it's the Natasha Denona Trio Chrome palette. I love how, boom, purple, green, purple, green, so beautiful. Anyway, this palette, I actually picked it up on May for my Shop My Stash, and I was going to do 5 looks, 1 palette. Unfortunately, you know, a lot of things started to happen just with work and all of that, and I only got around to do 1 look. That's why I never posted that video. I have 1 look with this palette, guys, just 1. I basically only used this purple row, but before that, I hadn't touched this palette, so yeah, I have touched this palette once. But I definitely want to play with it more. I think it's a very beautiful palette, and I don't want it to just be sitting here on my collection because it was very expensive. I think I purchased this full price, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly. So I definitely want to get around to play with this. Plus, Natasha is one of my favorite brands whenever it comes to eyeshadow. So yeah, I don't want to neglect this palette. Next, I have another Natasha Denona. I feel, okay, there's some Natasha Denonas over here, okay? But this one is the Love Face Palette. This one gets so, oh, hey, hello. Anyway, this one gets so dirty, but this is how this palette looks like, and it only has 5 shades, and I'll say this blush is horrible. I don't like that blush. The shimmer, though, it is very pretty. And this Affinity eyeshadow or shade, it's so sparkly, so stinking cute. But I feel like I only used it for, what is it called? For Valentine's Day, like whenever it came out, and that was it. Well, not even whenever it came out, because I think it came out late. I got it on that UK website whenever it wasn't supposed to be out yet. That's whenever I got it, and like I said, I played with it that one time. Never touched it again. Another eyeshadow palette that I have touched only once. This one is the Pat McGrath Celestial Odyssey. Celestial Odyssey. This one is from her 2021 holiday collection. And this palette, guys, it's absolutely, I think it's very pretty. Look at this. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I remember liking this green and that blue so much, but I've used this palette only one time. I don't know why. I definitely need to use it more. And I love that it has a bunch of shimmers. None of them are her special formula, but it's fine. Like, it's still really good quality from Pat McGrath. And probably one of the few times that we'll see some color from her, because, you know, she really likes her golds and pinks. Anyway, this is another Pat McGrath. This is also the 2020, I believe. Yes, this is a 2020 holiday collection, and I got this in February 2022. I don't know, whenever, yeah, I think it was, yeah, February 2022, whenever it came out again. Yes, it was before I started my channel, or around the time I started my channel. This is how this palette looks like. Of course, it's, oh no, it's the mirror. I am not so drawn to this color story, to be honest. I like how over here, this looks purple, but on camera this looks green. But I think I've played with this eyeshadow palette once. It is, again, not my favorite, but it's not the worst. I think that on my very first video, which was what was it? It was a Project Pan video. I think this is the eyeshadow palette that I was wearing, and I think that was the only time that I tried this palette on, guys. So yeah, I should probably use it again. And yes, I was using this shade on my lid. It was beautiful. I'll say that. That look was really, really pretty. So I should probably use this one a little bit more. Here I have more eyeshadow palettes. These are the last ones, guys. I promise. This is it, okay? After this, we're good. Alright, this one is the Hello Kitty from ColourPop, the Pineapple Cake. Oh, here it is. And this one, guys, I have used it. I don't want to say... Maybe I've used it more than once, to be honest with you. I have not touched that. I don't know if you... Yes, you can see it over here. But there's a little pineapple over here. I obviously have not touched that. But I have touched these two shimmers. And that's why I said with the other ones, I think that I can touch the shimmers and I'll be fine. As long as I don't touch that one that has the beautiful print. But I think I might be lying. Maybe I've used this more than once. I'm pretty sure that I have. It's kind of hard to tell because I have two yellow eyeshadow palettes. This is one of them. So I don't know if I have used this one or the other one more. I don't know. Alright, another one that I have over here that I have used only once was... This one, I think it came... Yes, this one came in Ipsy... The Ipsy box. Ipsy by BoxyCharm. I don't know. This in April. That's why I have only used it once. And plus it's very neutral. Well, it does have some neutrals and then some warm tones over here. I think it's pretty. It's pretty, especially, you know, for like your everyday. Although I'll be honest, I am not a neutral gal, okay? Neutral eyeshadow is just like, ugh, it's a little too boring for me. I'll wear it like today, but I will 100% prefer all day, every day color on my lids, okay? Put color on my eyeballs. I want that. Okay, next eyeshadow palette that I've used only one time also is the Natasha Denona. Lots of Natasha. You'll see lots of Natasha Denona over here, guys. Is the Natasha Denona Mini Crush palette. This one over here, I used it only for an eyeshadow look during my Valentine's Day series. It's very pretty, but it's very pink and red, and it reminds me of Valentine's Day, and that's why. But maybe I could, you know, try to do something with this purple, just this tones over here, just maybe more pink. I feel like pink can be an everyday color. All right, next one over here, another Natasha Denona, and this is the Natasha Denona Yucca palette, or Yucca palette, however you say it. I got this one whenever it came out, and I did a video with this. I think, yeah, I did a video with it, and I love it. I think it's a very cute palette. I love the swatches. Love those sparkly foil shades that she put in this palette. But summer was really busy, guys, and I just didn't have a chance to do those 5 looks 1 palette like I said I was going to do. I still want to do it. I know that at this point everybody has come out with 5 looks 1 palette. Everybody has put this eyeshadow palette in their favorites for a good reason. Like, quality was, it's like that one time that I used it, it was amazing, and it's just, it is a very beautiful palette in greens, and this is like a very fall thing, very fall color story. So I feel like around September I will be using this a little bit more. But yeah, like I said, July was a very busy month, and I was just going for the simplest of things, you know, something that matched everything and that I could do almost 1, 2, and go. All right, let's talk about another Natasha Denona. Like I said, oh, wait. This should have been on my, I have not used them, because I have not used this eyeshadow palette, guys, at all. And it's the retro palette, the original one. Not like the retro glam. This is the retro, the one that was like all pink and stuff. It's very pretty. It really is. But I just haven't played with it, you know? There's nothing else to say. It's not like, oh, I haven't played with it because of, no, like I just haven't. I have had other palettes that I've been reaching for. That's about it. But I love looking at it. It's just so, I love looking at it so much that I almost don't want to touch it, because I don't want to see it getting used. I just want to see it like this, just so perfect. I know, I'm crazy. I know. I almost want to purchase a second one, so I can keep one new and the other one use it. but that would be too excessive. So I will not do that. Or will I? No, I will not. I promise. All right. This is the last Natasha Nona. Wait, I already talked about this one. Let me move it. This is the last Natasha Nona that I have over here. And this is the Natasha Nona My Dream Palette. This one I have used it only one time. This is the reason why it's here. I was not going to purchase this palette, but whenever I saw it in person, it was really pretty and I couldn't resist. But again, I've used it only one time, and I remember using the shade Babies. And what else? I think Familia or something. And that Baby's shade was so pretty. I really liked it. But I am yet to play with all of these shades. And this Vision shade, so cute. Over here on camera, I look at it and it looks purple. But here in person, it looks green. So it's like that very, you see that? It's that very cute shift in it. I don't know. I really want to get to play with this palette because it is very pretty and I think it can be so versatile. You can create so many looks with it, but haven't had a chance to play with it, but I totally want to. Alright, next palette that I have, this one is from Bada Bean and Shroud Cosmetics, and it's freaking bats. This is the palette that I was saying that it's very similar to the Raggy, I don't know, from Glenlight. Just look at the color story. I kid you not, it's the same. It's like you have this one and this one, 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 and this too. I think that the other one, the only thing that the other palette has, because this one is 9 and the other one is 10, it's like an extra dark green, but they're pretty much the same, guys. Quality wise, I cannot say if they compare to each other. Can't speak about the shimmers either, but I do think that Glamlight shimmers look a little bit brighter and sparklier than this, at least on the pan. But the look that I created with this eyeshadow palette, I really loved it. It was so colorful, so right up my alley. So I'm definitely excited to try this one for, again, during October, for all of those Halloween looks for you guys. Alright, we're down to the last 2 eyeshadow palettes that I have here, guys. This one is from Friends by Revolution, and it is the Joey palette. I am missing Ross and Chandler. I couldn't find them anymore. I couldn't get them. I am not happy about that, but it is what it is. The Joey palette. This one is so cute. It's so colorful. Like this, Joey and I, we understand each other, okay? I feel like he understands me and I understand him. But yes, I've used this one only one time. I used the shade Triviani actually, and I think it's the only shade that I used. I remember I was trying to create an 80s look, so I went with all colors in. I have another Friends by Revolution palettes that are a little bit bigger, but I did get to use those a little bit more than the little ones, of course. Like I said, I only used Triviani, so I definitely want to get around to play with this more, especially because this one has colors that I do enjoy. I do see myself using or doing something with this two and this one, just mix for some really bright, colorful look. I don't know. I just want to do some cute looks with this. And last but not least, guys, I already spoke about this palette on my, what is it called? My 15 eyeshadow palettes for summer. And I spoke about the quality. That's what kept me from it. And I am talking about the Oden's Eye and Angelica Nick Bist Hela palette. I do think that the color story is absolutely beautiful, but that one time that I used it, it was not like super user-friendly. I really struggled with, I remember using Soothe, and it was getting patchy, and I feel like the combination between this, and I think I used Hela also, and maybe some green, it was just, it did not look good. Now, I'll say this though, I have already plans on recording a video with this palette. Yes, actually recording a video. I'm not gonna spoil anything about it or anything, but yes, just know that a video with this palette will be coming up at some point. I will let you know whenever that happens, of course. You'll see it online or something. But yes, guys, as of now, I have used it, like I said, only one time, but it'll be too soon. All right, guys, those were my 37, did I say? I don't even know anymore. I think it was 37, yes. Let's see. Oh, here I have it. Yeah, 37. Those were my 37 unused slash used only once eyeshadow palettes that I have in my collection that I definitely want to get to use more. Because here's my thing, I wish I could include all of these palettes in my rankings video, because of course these are eyeshadow palettes that I haven't tried, so I can't include them there because again, I'm getting ahead of time. I'm talking about the end of the year, okay? For like 12 days of Christmas or something like that. 12 days of Vlogmas. I will obviously be doing a ranking of all the eyeshadow palettes that I tried this year, and I feel like trying an eyeshadow palette only once or twice, it's not enough for me to put it in a rankings video. To me, I feel like I need to use it at least 3 times. So I am here considering if maybe I should stop not my project pan as the whole project pan, but maybe if I should stop trying to pan or use a specific eyeshadow palette and kind of rotate eyeshadow palettes every week until I get to, you know, use as many as I can, at least 3 times, so I can include them in that rankings video. Let me know what you guys think about that, like, or how many uses for you it's enough for you to consider it in a rankings video. Also, like I said, it's just recording videos, tutorials with eyeshadow palettes is just not something that people want to see anymore. That would be a reel, which I'm okay with creating, but then doing 3, I don't even know if I can commit to 3 times a week, you know what I mean? Because then that would mean that I would have to, it really doesn't. I can't come back from work and then record the video after I am out of work, because to me it's like, I am just getting into my head too much. Here I am just thinking about how to combine clothes with the eyeshadow palettes that I have. That would also help me, I guess, to rotate more through my clothing to make sure that I use also most of my clothing and also the eyeshadow palettes. That would be a mission for me, but I don't know if I can commit to that. I'm not going to say that I will because I don't know. What I can say though, it's that I can definitely use these palettes, one of them at least, you know, like every Sunday for the pile of shame Sunday, I think it's called. And I have not looked into that a whole lot. I know that that's like a thing that is a creator on YouTube started, and obviously if I decide to do that, I will give her the proper credit because this is not something that I started, something that she did. And again, I don't know if that's what I'm going to do, just to use like one of them, because I would like to use them at least each one of them 3 times to, like I said, post them on a rankings video. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I feel like at this point I'm just talking to myself and trying to get some clarity because I feel like I don't have it. It is what it is. I'll figure that out later. I don't want to keep taking any much more of your time because this video is almost an hour long. Alright guys, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like eyeshadow palette videos, make sure that you give this video a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on the bell notification button so you don't miss any single one of my videos, and I will see you on the next one. I don't know why I said that weird. And I will see you on the next one. Not one. Alright guys, bye. Come on! Now it's not working, guys. Come on.